Tuesday. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Dallas Cowboys taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interception, didn't need to be.
On 1st and 10, Watts. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Watts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Saquon Barkley.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Watts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Ramirez got his man complete over the middle. It's Ford. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he tackles. And then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Ramirez. That's complete right around the 8. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. This is Kelly. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On the run, it's Kelly. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. This is Kelly. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Ramirez's pass.
Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Watts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Saquon Barkley on the hand.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Saquon Barkley on the
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Watts escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw. Watts. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
First down, Kelly. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Ramirez. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
To number 89.
7 yards there and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way. And
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Ramirez. Complete to Kelly. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watts again looking for Pittman. A better result here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Watts. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watts, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Ramirez. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Ramirez now on 1st and 10. And his pass incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ramirez. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ramirez. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
46. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start with an NFC East battle and a classic one, New York and Philadelphia. And it's the Giants who are out in front. The Giants locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. The Lions trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this 3rd quarter of play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First down, it's Kelly, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 6.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. Kelly, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Number 46.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Ramirez's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
First down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
They'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Complete.
From 8 yards out. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now the try here for the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Watts over the middle. Cooper with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Watts. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Back to throw again. And that is caught for the 2 points.
Successful.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Ramirez. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Ramirez is
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his
he got
rhythm is just
confused.
off?
I
He's
don't
got
know.
thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll They'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Ramirez. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
A loss of 6 yards.
They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
At the 44-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Watts completes it right side to Cooper. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On 1st down, Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Watts eluding the pressure right. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Smith catches left side. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watts. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
8-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
24. Buccaneers 14.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. Just over 1:40 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Ramirez throwing on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Ramirez is
and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
89.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Ramirez on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
It's second down.
Now Ramirez to throw on second down. That's caught by Kelly. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw is Ramirez. Throwing again. Targeting Godwin once more, this time complete.
Ramirez is
Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Dallas, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.